Today we are going to be talking about the story of Lord Venkateshwara. Venkateshwara Swami is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu who emerged in the Kali Yuga, a approach for the salvation and uplift of Swami in regarded as the ultimate manifestation of Lord Vishnu. Kali Yuga Vaikuntham is the name given to the Venkateshwara Swami temple, which is located in the Tirumala hills in the temple town of Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh. Lord Venkateshwara is represented with 4 hands and a dark complexion. Lord Venkateshwara has a discus, a sign of might, and a conch shell on his top 2 hands, a symbol of existence. The Lord invites the devotees to have confidence and surrender to Him for protection with his lower hands extended downward. On the banks of Ganga, some rishis, led by Kashyap Muni, began to execute a yajna ritual. When sage Narada came to see them, he questioned the cause for the sacrifice. He also inquired as to who would be happy. The rishis were perplexed by the matter and turned to sage Brigu for assistance. Before addressing the rishis, sage Brigu demanded a concentrate confirmation of fact. So he initially proceeded to Satyaloka, Lord Brahma's dwelling. Sage Brigu discovered Lord Brahma reciting the 4 Vedas with each of his 4 hands in Satyaloka. Saraswati, his personal attendant. Furthermore, Lord Brahma disregarded Brigu's salutations. As the result, he came to a conclusion that Lord Brahma was unworthy for worship. Brigu subsequently departed Satyaloka for Kailash, Lord Shiva's home. Brigu observed Lord Shiva enjoying his time with Parvati in Kailash. Furthermore, Lord Shiva was completely unaware of his presence. When Parvati alerted Lord Shiva about Brigu's existence, he grew enraged and sought to annihilate him. The attitude of Lord Shiva bothered Brigu much. He cursed Lord Shiva and fled Kailash for Vaikuntham, Lord Vishnu's abode. Brigu beheld Lord Vishnu resting on Adi Shesha at Vaikuntham. Sri Mahalakshmi, who sat near Lord Vishnu's feet, was serving him. The sage became enraged when he believed Lord Vishnu had ignored him and kicked him in the chest. Mahalakshmi is said to live in this location. Lord Vishnu, on the other hand, was eager to apologize to the enraged elder. Lord Vishnu put his feet together to realize Brigu's leg discomfort. Lord Vishnu did so by removing the sage's eye from his foot, depriving him of his particular abilities. Sage Brigu then determined that he was the most powerful of the 3 Murti gods and informed the rishis of this. However, Sri Mahalakshmi was deeply upset and enraged to witness the Lord apologizing to Brigu, who had done something wrong. Sri Mahalakshmi departed Vaikuntha in rage and misery, settling at Karavirapur, which is today known as Kolhapur. Vishnu has heartbroken about Mahalakshmi's departure and departed Vaikuntha. On the Venkata hill, he sought sanctuary in an ant hill beneath a tamarind tree. He went without food and sleep while meditating for Mahalakshmi's homecoming. It was here that the Lord assumed the shape of Varaha in order to safeguard Mother Earth from the depths of the ocean. Brahma and Shiva were both deeply moved by Lord Vishnu's distress. To serve him, They disguised themselves as a cow and its calf. Lakshmi disguised herself as a cow and sold the cow and calf to the Chora Empire's ruler. Along with the cow herd, the Chora king sent them to graze atop Venkata hill. Vishnu was nourished by the cow, who gave him with milk. Meanwhile, the cow in the palace did not produce any milk. The Chora queen became enraged and brutally scolded the royal cowherder. The cowherder now followed the cow and discovered that she had impeded her udder over the anthill. The cowherder threw his axe at the cow in an attempt to injure it. Vishnu, on the other hand, spared the cow and took the hit. The cowherder collapsed and died of shock after seeing the scene. Blood stains covered the cow as she returned to the palace. The monarch was curious as to what was causing the cow's fear, so he pushed her and saw the cowherder dead on the ground because of his servant's error. Vishnu emerged from the anthill and crushed the monarch to become a monster, Rakshasa. The king begged and begged for forgiveness. Vishnu blessed the monarch, saying he would be born as Akasaraja and that his curse would be lifted when he presented him with a crown during his marriage to Padmavati. Srinivas, Lord Vishnu, then chose to reside in the Varaha Kshetra. Varaha, Vishnu's boar incarnation, agreed to furnish him with the place to dwell. Srinivas stipulated that a journey to his temple be preceded by a dip in the Pushkarani and worship to Varaha. Vishnu built a hermitage and dwelt in it. Vakula Devi, who looked after him like a mother, was his attendant. Tonde Mandalam was eventually ruled over by a king called Akasaraja. He had no children. As a result, he made a sacrifice in order to have a heir. He was plowing the fields one day. A lotus was struck by the plow. It contained a newborn girl. The girl will be a harbinger of good fortune, a celestial voice assured Akasaraja. The girl was adopted by Akasaraja and given the name Padmavati. The young lady blossomed into a lovely young lady. Srinivas was out hunting one day when he came upon a wild elephant in the woods. Padmavati and her ladies were plucking flowers in a garden when he arrived. The princess was terrified by the wild elephant. He turned around, saluted Srinivas, and then vanished into the trees. Srinivas was smitten by Padmavati. He returned to the hills and announced his intention to marry Padmavati to Vakula Devi. Srinivas was also told about Padmavati's earlier life of Vedanti. He had stated that he would marry her. Vakula Devi volunteered to arrange the marriage with Akasaraja. In the meantime, Akasaraja and his queen Dharana Devi discovered Padmavati's love for Srinivas. As a result, Akasaraja sought advice from Guru Brihaspati over the marriage. Guru Brihaspati assured him that the marriage would be beneficial to both parties. Srinivas borrowed money from Kubera, the god of wealth, to cover the wedding expenditures. Finally, in the sight of all the gods, Srinivas wedded Padmavati. Venkateshwara's main temple is now located atop the Tirumala hills, which also happens to be the site of the Holy Union. And this is the story of Lord Venkateshwara.